In this tutorial I will give you basic instructions how to use centered and heart collages. Those are automated PSD templates. Automation is done using Photoshop actions to quickly place and replace already placed images. So the very first thing is to run Photoshop. Next thing is to go to File Open and to navigate to files which you have received. You will see centered and heart collages after extracting product, and inside you have basically two separate products: centered photo collages and heart layout PSD template. We will use centered photo collages in this tutorial. There are also a couple of subfolders with help, user guide, and files for Adobe Photoshop and separate files for Photoshop elements. Inside both folders for Photoshop and elements, you have subfolders with actions and PSD templates. We will first open PSD template. So choose any of those templates, and here I see preview. If you are running Windows, you have option to download and install SAGA thumbs, Sage thumbs, something like that. Just Google it and install if you want to see preview in Windows Explorer. If you don't want to install any extension, then simply go to File, Browse in Bridge. Advantage is that you can see preview of any template, and you can also see how many images each of these layouts requires. In this case, I will use Centered Collages 8 PSD template. So just double click on template, and if you see dialog like this in Photoshop CS6, just click Keep Layers. The reason for this message is because templates are actually created in later version. I am using shapes tools which have some new options which are not available in previous versions, and it will simply ask you if you want to just click Keep Layers. Nothing will change, everything will work exactly the same. So after opening template, I will suggest you to duplicate original. So go to Image Duplicate and just click OK. Then close this original template to protect it. Next thing, I will suggest you to check image size and resolution, actually pixel dimensions and resolution. If you are working for print, then you need to deal with resolution field and with document size. If you are working for web, you can ignore this field. Just take a look in width and height fields. If you check constraint proportion, then Photoshop will automatically calculate one of those two fields. In this case, I will downsample file because I don't need a huge file. I am doing this for demo. You can upscale to any pixel dimensions, or if you want to work with document size, you can set document size in inches, centimeters, millimeters, or whatever else you want. This is only in case if you are working with files for print. If you are working for web, then just look here in these two fields. So I wanted to upsample, so let me type one more 0. You can go up to any size that Photoshop allows you, and that's 300,000 pixels in width or height. I don't need huge file. I will downsample this template. When you are done with dimensions and resolution, you will always want to run actions, which will automate the process of placing images. 13 images to place one by one, that's a lot of clicks. Actions will simplify that process, will reduce greatly clicks, and you can populate this template in a minute or two. Before you run any of actions, you must display actions panel. And if you don't see actions panel, then go to window actions. The next thing is to load actions. You click on actions panel menu, then select load actions and navigate to actions folder in centered photo collages, Adobe Photoshop if you are running Adobe Photoshop, and then in actions folder. Just double click on this ATN file and Photoshop will load actions, which will be in actions folder, you can call it folder, and you will see centered collages, place images PS. That means those are actions for Photoshop. You will see 9 actions, and now is question which action to run. Well, template 8 place images means use template 8 to place images. From document tab you will see which template you have opened. Centered collages 8, so I need to run template 8 place images. To run action you need to click on action name and then to click place selection button. Now you will see message which will inform you what you need to do. Read message, then click continue. The next thing is to navigate to images that you want to use to populate this template. You will always, with each and every template, place image in center. That's the first image that you will place. So I will look for images. Here are my images. I will choose image for center. Double click on image, and again Photoshop will display message which will inform you what you need to do in this step. Click continue, and usually you will see handles. If you don't see handles to drag and scale image, then press Ctrl or Command 0. Now that I see handles, I can click on corner handle, and I will suggest you to press Alt or Option key and to click and drag. Alt or Option will instruct Photoshop to scale image from center. Action have a recorded option to keep proportions, so you don't need to press Shift key while scaling image. You can now rotate, move image, and to finish this process simply click on Commit Transform or press Enter if you're on Windows, or Return on Mac. Next thing that will happen is that Photoshop will open another place dialog where you need to select image which will be placed in top left corner. Next image will be placed next to that image, and so on. So you will start placing, after placing image in center, you will start placing images from number 1 field. Let me choose some image, and again that's exactly the same process for all images, regardless of how many images you need for template. So I will scale this image and confirm, and now I will pause video. Do not watch me how I'm placing 13 images. Now here I am with template which is populated with images. What if you have placed some images that you want to swap, to change, to place some other image?
you have action which is at the bottom, replace placed image. The only difference with other actions is that this action will help you to replace only one image, and image must be selected. Actually, smart object layer with image must be selected before running this action. You have at the top of layers panel, you have image placement map, so you can show this layer to click on this able on the left side to change layer visibility, and you can see which image is you want to replace. You will see number on top of it, but you don't have to use this image placement map. What you can do is to activate move tool to check that auto select is checked and that you have chosen layer. When you click on any image, it will automatically select in layers panel, and that's a requirement to run a replace placed image action. So just select replace placed image action, then click place selection button, and now you can choose image which you can use to replace already placed image. And let me choose some of the images. I think it's the same, it doesn't matter. I can repeat this process again. This image is selected, I can just click on it to ensure. You can also see in layers panel, and again run a replace placed image action. And this time let me see which image I don't already have. It's difficult to find. Let's try with this one. Well, that's in the center, doesn't matter. I can again run action and again replace this this image. Let me try with this one. I haven't that one. Hopefully I will find which image I don't have placed already. Let me try with this one. Okay, that's it. You can also use the same technique to select image, to move it, to transform it, rotate, or whatever you want. Just press Ctrl or Command P, and you will see handles to rescale image, to rotate or move it, reposition, and so on. Another common thing that people are doing is to add some layer style, for example stroke or gradient overlay or whatever, and I will suggest you to do that, to add layer style on placeholder layer. So just click on any of double click on any of placeholder layers, click on the right side, double click, and you will see layer style dialog. Now you can add stroke or gradient overlay. I must change blend mode to multiply. If you it depends really which gradient you want to use and what effect you want to achieve. And now that I have darkened edges and I have some stroke, just click OK when you are done with layer effects. And now you want probably to have exactly same layer style on all other images. Quick way to copy paste is to first copy this layer style, and in version CS6 and later you have an option to filter for specific layers. Since all placeholder layers shapes, you can click on this icon, filter for shape layers, and you will see only shape layers in your layers panel. Now click on first, shift click on the last layer, and then right click and paste layer style. And now I have exact same style across all placeholder layers. To remove this filter, just click again on this filter for shape layers. So that's it for this tutorial. You can also change background color. You can hide that layer to have transparent objects and so on. Hopefully this will help you to get started and to get most of those templates. Thanks for watching.